The last roundup, last roundup, last roundup.
To the Last Roundup Horror Club. I am Frank. With me, as always, is Jason Miller.
Yeah.
John Walmsley. And our guest this time, as last time, Ray McGuff and Dave Cecil.
Good to be back.
Do you want me to call you Dave Edmunds? Is that your name?
Yeah, you can. You can if you want. I mean, I just don't want to get canceled. That's my concern.
Oh, yeah.
He's incognito.
Yeah. As long as a pseudonym.
So first thing on the docket today is Candyman, 1992. Bonus review for the month. Directed by Bernard Rose, who I found out did one of my favorite movies, Paper House. Has anybody seen that? It's an old.
No, I remember you asking about it a while ago.
Yeah.
I looked at, I was, because I'm not sure if it was released in the U.S. But I know the UK has it on DVD for pretty cheap.
It's one of those movies that I don't know how I saw it. It might have been on IFC back in like the 90s or something like that, but I don't know. It was always one that creeped me out when I was a kid, but this is written by Bernard Rose based on the Clive Barker story The Forbidden, and I'm gonna say I give a lot of credit to how this turned out to Bernard Rose, because from what I gleaned, I don't think I've read that story, but the Clive Barker version seemed completely different. It's pretty different. It was like a white guy that had like yellowish skin, red hair.
Well, that's horrible.
Different. Yeah.
God, he sucks.
Yeah, he was like supposedly what did it say, jaundiced, and that he had like pale skin and his lips were like almost blue.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
Do you have any information on the release, Jason?
Well, I do. I had a tagline: "We dare you to say his name 5 times." Distributed by TriStar Pictures, and a few different Blu-ray releases, but I'm guessing you stick with Arrow or Scream Factory, you're going to be good to go. I got the Scream Factory. Amazon had it for like $8 maybe a couple of months ago. I picked it up.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Yeah. Little trivia for this film: Tony Todd negotiated a bonus $1,000 for every bee sting that he received, and he was stung 23 times, or at least he said he was stung 23 times.
Right.
Virginia Madsen was evidently hypnotized whenever she was in scenes with.
Let me just say, wow about her.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
Like,
number
awesome. One, a great performance. Like,
right.
And she's like, the whole time I'm watching, I'm thinking like, she's just beautiful. Like, it felt like I was watching like a throwback actress. You know how they were like back in the day?
That short curly hair,
glammed up. Like, she was just like, she was almost mesmerizing. Just looking the way they have her eyes lit up, and like,
she was mesmerized in those scenes.
Now, and that's a cool. I've never heard of any director doing that before, but he evidently had her hypnotized, and there was a trigger word whenever she was in scenes with Tony Todd that would just make her go into a trance, kind of. Evidently, I don't know the magic of hypnotism, but he also made them Tony Todd take ballroom dancing lessons with her so that they could have like a romantic kind of relationship, because I think that's a big part of that. Like, they always
intimacy.
And thank God Virginia
something Ray McGuff would know nothing about.
Oh God, what's the attack?
Nothing at all.
What's the attack?
You got to pay extra, Jay. You got to pay extra for hookers to hug you when it's all over.
Forget that. Yeah,
I mean, and it's COVID. It's COVID time, so you know that shit's even more expensive.
Hookers.
Don't get me started on what it costs to have them spit in your mouth.
Oh God. Oh man. But thank God that Virginia Madsen got this role, because did anybody read who was going to get the role if she wasn't available?
No.
Fucking Sandra Bullock. The most underwhelming I hate when she shows up and stuff. I'm not a fan.
I'm not a
but-
fan of her either.
Yeah,
I
and
mean, I like her, but she would have.
Yeah,
terrible
nothing
in this.
against her, really. But
Yeah,
Yeah.
nothing
Virginia
against
all
her
the
at
way.
all.
yeah.
Yeah.
And evidently they were looking at Eddie Murphy as Candyman, but he was too
Oh my
short.
God.
He was too short. I can't imagine what that
Sam,
movie
you
would
talk
have
about
been
the
like.
Candyman.
Thank God.
Yeah.
You know, he
Oh my
wouldn't just play
God.
one character either. He'd be like
Right.
all.
He'd be all the bees.
Fat suit Candyman.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
He would have been
Pluto
he would have been
Nash
every one of
over
those
here.
people in the courtyard at the end.
Yeah.
Oh, they look so weird.
Even the baby.
That complex, Cabrini Green, the filmmakers had to like make a deal with local gangs, and put them in the film as extras, so they were allowed to like use that property because it was really a sketchy area. There's so much awesome stuff about this movie. Ted Raimi shows up at one point. I didn't.
Anytime a Raimi's in a movie, it's just you know it's going to be something.
He's in
Absolutely.
everything, isn't he?
And he's just like a comfort food. Just
pops
throw
up.
him in there.
You know, as much as
Comfort food.
Yeah.
as much as I love this movie, like there's so many, I have a lot of questions about it. Like, what class does Virginia Madsen's husband teach? Because she's writing a thesis on urban legends. That's like the
and
most.
also what is she studying too?
She's
It's
studying
like
urban
symbolism or-
legends.
I think it said like symbiotics or something.
Yeah.
Like I was just like, that's what? No.
It's the most rich white woman thing you could do is be 30, not have a job, and like be writing a thesis on ghost stories. You know, I like I said, I think that, you know, Clive Barker's name is on this, but it's so different from the original story that I don't think you can give him. You know, I think they used it as a selling point because, you know, honestly, aside from the weird romantic twist they have on this, I don't see anything Barker really at all.
From the twisted mind of Clive Barker. That's
It
I
was-
mean, he was executive producer.
Yeah.
And I watched I only have the DVD version, and it had a special feature. I can't remember. It was like an interview with everyone,
Mm-hmm.
and then he was talking about how, you know, he had input on it and things like that. So he's not just on there; he did stuff.
I just think that the contrast between his version and this version was so great that Philip Glass felt like he was swindled into doing this soundtrack. He thought it would be an artistic version of Clive Barker's work, and he thought it was just a straight up slasher. Like,
He ended up doing a fantastic job too, though.
Yeah, the
It was
music's
a
great.
really good score.
And I think it works great with the movie. I don't think the movie would be anything to be ashamed of if you scored it, because there's a lot of poignant things in it, even though there is a dude slashing people up. I think that whole Cabrini Green area is like they always say that a town or a city is a character in a movie. That area is like
Big
a character, and it's a big part of why this movie works. It's like terrifying, stark setting. It's a shame that
It's dirty.
Yeah.
It's so dirty and grimy, and even the bonfire scene too. It almost reminded me of like Escape from New York, or like even Charles Bronson's Death Wish a little bit, like having that gritty like gang oriented like infestation sort of, in contrast to like what Madsen was doing.
It's a real shame they demolished that whole building, because that would be like a horror haven to go there and just visit that, because it's a terrifying building. It's like an obelisk, you know. It's in the middle of nowhere. It's just crazy. The whole bathroom mirror thing that they pull the mirrors off the walls and stuff. Evidently that was pulled from an actual killer that was killing people in an apartment building like that.
Oh, wow.
Oh my.
And I think that was one of the things that affected me a lot when I was a kid, because this shit terrified me when I first saw it. I don't know about you fellas, but when I was in 1992 or 3, I was probably 10 or 11. I saw this, and this thing stuck with me, you know. And you know, everything just works. I love it when she finds the candy with the razor blades in it. The way they build this world around this true sense of fear that people have for this character. from the, there's everything. There's graffiti that says shit, like sweets for the sweet or whatever. All this stuff works together to make a disturbing vision all together.
I agree.
But I think the scene that fucked me up the most in this movie was the one with the boy in the bathroom that has his genitals mutilated.
Oh yeah,
That fucked me up as a kid. I saw that at 10. I mean, that's crazy. But that does lead you right into my favorite moment in the movie, where the fake Candyman comes in and he says, I hear you looking for Candyman, bitch. And then he beats her, unfortunately. But then you get another great scene where they're lined up all saying that line. And this dude that was the fake Candyman, you wouldn't need a lineup to pin him out, because he's like a model. He's like a gorgeous, handsome dude.
Now, calm down, Frank.
No, I'm getting a little worked up
Keep
here.
your pants on.
But I literally just watched this. I watched this right before we started. Like, I finished.
It's a children's show we're trying to run here.
Yeah. But, the funniest thing is that actor, if you look him up, his name's Terrence Riggins. He's like got a crazy theater background.
What's his address?
I think he Hollywood.
He lives at 123 Handsome Way.
What time does he get home from work? What time does he leave?
I don't know. He may be dead. I didn't go that far.
And he was a great juxtaposition from Tony Todd, because Tony Todd's a weird looking guy. You know what I mean? Like, that's, like just his physicality really hammered that home. Like the casting in this movie is like almost like lightning in a bottle. Like, I feel like if they would have given Sandra Bullock or Eddie Murphy, it would have been a completely different thing. Yeah. I can't see that being convincing.
Yeah, that fake Candyman is kind of like the great value version of Tony Todd.
Can I say, when Tony Todd pops up and says Helen's name, it still gave me goosebumps the first time she Helen.
He's got a voice, man.
Yeah,
there's a lot of
he's got a voice.
There's a lot of jump scares in this, and I think it's because they kind of keep you rattled through the whole thing. The most fucked up scene in it is when she wakes up and there's a dog's severed head, and she like evidently hacked it off with a hatchet. Is it a hatchet? No, it's not a hatchet. It's a cleaver.
Butcher.
There's blood everywhere. Baby missing. Nuts. Another thing I didn't understand was why Candyman needs Virginia Madison to like accept him to kill her, because he just fucking kills everybody left and right. But I guess it was to make to create the legend or whatever. I don't know. I think
it was because she denied his existence, because that's like almost his aura is what's conveyed. So he's making sure that he still stays present, even though.
Did she say his name 5 times? Like, in the mirror?
Yeah.
Okay, so why wasn't she dead like almost instantly, just like they showed beforehand with the boy or
the
girl?
It was always you, Helen.
An urban legend at that point.
I think he also associated Helen with his former lover too.
Yeah.
Right.
So there
he was
courting
her.
Empathy.
He was courting her a little,
Very romantic. He's
super hot.
Did anybody else laugh when he flew backwards through the window?
That looked awesome.
Like,
that was really great, but
I thought that looked super cool.
Yeah, it was good.
What was so funny is this movie came out in '92, but it looks like it came out in '82. Like, it looks so old. I don't know whether it's like whether they shot it on a different film, but like it seemed way late.
Not that old.
Oh no, I'm just saying like the movies that were coming out in '92 were 1 year away from like Jurassic Park. And this movie looks.
But this is a horror movie.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, it was fairly budgeted though. It seemed like $9 million back then. That was a chunk of change.
It's true.
Yeah, this was. I remember this was a big release. Lots of trailers on TV for it and stuff. Many spots. Like this was a very heavily advertised movie.
The bee's knees.
Oh no.
I dug that old TriStar logo too.
That's
I love that. Was one of my favorite ones. It was one of my favorite intros.
Another question I had was, why doesn't anybody in this angry mob who's just decided to set a fire based solely on a little boy telling them they saw the Candyman going into this thing, why didn't anybody hear this baby? It didn't make sense. He heard the baby. The little boy heard the baby.
Crazy Helen heard it.
But regardless, this is one of the first movies that I remember really fucking with me as a kid. It was like this and Poltergeist. It's a combination of excellent locations, the great cinematography. The dude who did it, Anthony B. Richmond, he's responsible for Don't Look Now, The Sandlot, Tales from the Hood, Cherry Falls, John Tucker Must Die. It's got fantastic acting, I think. I think that Virginia Madsen should have won an award for this, even though it's Candyman. Wonderful effects, except for the bees sometimes. They did some weird stuff with bees that I didn't like. I don't know. Did it seem like there were CGI bees at some point? I don't know.
There was.
Were there really?
Yeah,
and they would do just like this.
They like
the
composited?
close-ups on the piles of bees when Tony Todd would talk. Sometimes it looked really fucked up there.
No, I'm talking about like the wider visuals.
Oh,
no, those are all
like
those are
the
all real
chest
bees.
cavity part.
No,
those are all real bees.
I don't know. So there was just some weird
real.
shit. I don't know. I gave this a 10 out of 10 though because I like it. It's always been one that I held close. Who's next?
I'll go. My biggest problem with this movie is my own fault, I guess. Because I hear people say, you threw out the word earlier too, slasher. This movie is, I get there's some slashings in it. He slices some people up. This movie has such a I don't even know how to. I want to say it's like it's emotional, it's supernatural. Like there's such another feeling to this movie other than slasher, and people when they classify it as slasher, they talk about how it doesn't kind of live up to what they want in a slasher. There's not all the campy stuff, all the tropes. Well, you can call it a slasher, but I don't. It's just a supernatural horror movie to me. Not every movie that is someone getting hacked up is necessarily a slasher. But that's out of the way. Regardless of what you want to call it, this is one of the best movies of the 90s, in my opinion. I like tales. I like urban stories, campfire stories. This is a good one. Horror icon, an iconic weapon. But yet, this don't it still seem like it is kind of like under the radar?
Yeah,
it feels like
maybe with the newer generation.
It always. I mean, even I don't know.
This was the first time I've seen this movie.
Oh,
so there you go.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah. So
it just seems like
it definitely wasn't. It wasn't as prominent, I don't think, but I definitely like. Hey, you should, like I've definitely gotten the hey, you should go see you should see Candyman. Like it's always been in part of the rotation. For sure.
It crazy how iconic the character, the weapon, and the performances. And yet this still isn't as popular as I guess the bigger franchises. But acting is great. I like all the characters. One of the best lines in any movie comes from a kid. Can't fix that. Better off dead. The kid losing his wiener. That's one of the best lines ever. This is another movie I like it better every time I see it. It's a 10.
There we go.
Yeah, I'll go next. So this was 1992. We had Jason, Freddy, Michael, Chucky, some sequels. Candyman was the new icon, and that was awesome. He was definitely different from all of them. He was like a well-traveled aristocrat that will, hook you up.
Which was really a kind of a different, for being a black character, normally they would just make that guy a slave. Like they would
Right.
in past movies. So this is like a big step up. And there was a lot of.
Well,
Yeah, I
he's
think it
a
was
son of
after
a slave.
Right.
Yeah,
But
it was
they
like
wouldn't-
after.
There was
yeah.
some like he was like kind of an aristocrat, right? Like
He was a painter. Yeah.
Yeah, he went to art school and was a
Yeah, he was
high
just an
society
artist,
guy. Yeah.
And there was a lot of evidently controversy, but between people, some people saying, "Why is he a black guy?" and like he shouldn't be a black guy. That's making black guys look bad or whatever. And then there was the filmmakers were like, "No, why couldn't he be a black guy?" So it was like a big debate about this movie when it came out. Evidently, I had no idea, but yeah, a good place to come from for a horror icon, I guess. Anyways, continue, John.
Yeah, no problem. I mean, we've touched on pretty much everything so far that I feel. Virginia Madsen, like this is the movie that solidified the crush.
It wasn't
this
Dune.
was her first. No, you know what? I ain't gonna lie. I haven't seen all of Dune. It never interested me.
It's so boring.
It's got some problems.
It's an amazing movie, but it's so boring.
So, but yeah, this was, she was great.
Ray doesn't like that.
She was amazing in it. The whole thing where I hadn't watched the supplements in a long time, but for her to actually be hypnotized during those scenes, she didn't blink. Her eyes went red.
So I didn't know that. I didn't go down the wormhole with this movie, but they shine. They had a light in her eyes, right? Like almost every scene, like her eyes are lit up, or is that
kind of like they would light Morticia Adams, like just like right.
Yeah,
after.
They
did
light
for her
on the
too.
eye.
Yeah.
But she was just wonderful. Her intensity, her sweetness. She was great, and I really,
her bathtub scene.
Yeah, right.
What else you got in there?
The scene when right after when she gets put into prison. Yeah, there was that.
And
can you remove your brassiere, please?
that was the
big burly woman cop.
But she was in. Jason Goes to Hell. She was the chick that did the restaurant lady.
Oh,
the boss.
Okay.
That was her. I've seen her in a few things. It's crazy. But anyways, back to Candyman again. A really super tragic story. I like how he exists. He called the people of Cabrini Green his congregation, and Virginia Madsen told the little boy that Candyman isn't real, so he paid her a visit. So she already invited him by. This was to Jason's question earlier, why she didn't die right away. When she said it, like in the story.
Right.
So she broke the chain of belief, and he decided to teach her a lesson, and then you saw his lair. She was on the wall, and so yeah, that whole dynamic between them, the love story was really, really cool. I almost wish it didn't have a sequel. It was or a sequel with her.
How many sequels are there?
Cool. Just three.
Oh.
Just till part 3. Tony Todd. Jeez, man. He is the Candyman. No one else could have played this role. Eddie fucking Murphy. Come on. He could be Dolomite, obviously, because that movie was awesome. He can be Dolomite, but he couldn't be Candyman. He ain't
especially around that era of Eddie Murphy too. That'd be just so off kilter. Like almost tone deaf to a certain extent.
No way. Like he was like so broad and just looked really awesome. The bloody hook stump was great. The only question I have is why was he sleeping up in that attic? Was he like a physical being there? Because I felt he was like really spectral.
Yeah. I mean, even at the end, whenever he dies or whatever.
Yeah, they show his body burn. It's like he became physical But then he's
The
like,
The way I kind of thought, I could be wrong here, way off,
Okay.
but was that at that point he had built such a fever pitch, it had like made him solidified, you know?
Kind of like Freddy
So-
Krueger does.
Yeah, exactly. Like
he
that way that
eventually comes to
he
comes
became
real.
a physical being because everybody was now terrified of him, you know, at this
Okay.
point. That's the way I
Okay.
took it. I could be wrong. I could be
Or
wrong.
he
mean,
just
that makes-
reveals
that
himself
makes
to people as he pleases.
That could be too. Yeah.
You know?
See, that's how I was taking it. Like, but she invited him. I'm treating this like Ouija board logic. She invited the demon, and, you know, and now he's like
Yeah.
with her. You know, this is a 10. This was an introduction of a new icon after so many have been repeated. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
this was something new. Great special effects, great everything. The acting. This is, Jason, you're right. This isn't really a slasher. It's supernatural horror.
I mean, you
I
could put
get-
it in
I
there, but this
understand.
has so
I
much more than what a
understand, yeah.
slasher normally does.
Right. This has way
So if you're
more
looking for a
story.
slasher, if someone says, "Hey, I'm a fan of slashers," you say, "Yo," or I want to watch a good 80s or 90s slasher, and you say
Mhm.
Candyman, they might not be expected what they're going to see.
Right. Yeah, they might be pissed.
Yeah, I mean, it's just
they might
it's
be
different.
bored. They're expecting to watch Madman, and they're getting
Right. If you-
King
yeah.
Lear.
Right. There's a difference there.
There's a big difference.
The
there.
character motivations are pretty like laid out too. Like it's not just like, okay, like if we're not necessarily there for Jason Voorhees' social motivations or whatever he may think.
Right.
This one actually brings that character to full depth, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I feel like it's just a little more creative than your typical slasher
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah,
This
for
is
sure.
an evolved slasher. If you gotta lump it in the slasher, this is like a slasher plus or an evolved slasher. But yeah, I give it a 10. It's a classic. It's a must see.
Ray? What do you say, Ray?
Yeah, I'm with you guys 100%. I mean, I saw this when it came out when I was a kid, Blockbuster video rental.
Oh
Scared the shit out of me then.
Shout out.
Yeah.
We were
I'll tell-
there, Dave.
Yeah. I was walking up and down those aisles. Candyman? Where are you storing Candyman?
It's
Did
that
it-
poster too.
Did anyone else take an inordinate amount of time to pick out a movie? Like
Oh
I had
my
a really,
God.
I had
I
already
do now
Absolutely.
when I'm trying to watch,
Yeah.
trying to
Yeah.
figure out what to watch. I go and just stare at my shelves.
spent an
My-
hour walking around a store.
Yeah. My
Looking
parents
at
used to
all the
hate
art.
going with me. My dad would be like, "What are you looking at? Just come on, for Christ's sakes! We got the dinosaur movie. Let's get out of here."
This is my weekend. Stop it. Let me
yeah,
focus.
right. But yeah, I love everything about this movie. I love the fact that I'm with John. It introduced a completely new mythology into and a new character out of nowhere, in the height of horrordom. You know, am I allowed to say that? Horrordom. The artwork, I don't know about you guys, but every time I watch this movie, I find myself looking at the art on the walls
Yeah.
Me too.
even more and more. It's so amazing. Like,
Those murals
just-
are pretty well done too.
yeah, just really cool shit. Like I was like, I'd fucking buy a T-shirt tomorrow when she comes out of the hole, you know,
Oh,
and
yeah.
looks at and he's like,
Oh yeah.
you know, with that
Oh,
on it,
yeah.
I would totally buy a T-shirt.
I
with
love
that
that saint painting at the ending of her.
But, yeah,
Oh yeah.
That
Yeah.
was something.
really
I'd
awesome.
Fucking wear a T-shirt of that. That thing
Always
was rad.
remember, never say Helen 5 times in a mirror.
Right? Yeah.
Right.
But I absolutely love Virginia Madsen. You know, I like her. Her brother's a great actor too,
Oh, yeah.
Michael.
Yep.
They just come from a really cool family, but she is, gosh, that bathtub scene still today. I'm like, well done.
Yeah.
I like yes. I'd like to.
What was that?
Lotion.
Oh, lotion, yes. Lotion. When you're out, yeah. But I love everything about this movie. Tony Todd, fantastic actor. I love the script. I'm glad that I never read the story, Frank. This is one of those Clive Barker stories I've never read. I never will.
Wasn't it in Books of Blood?
Yep.
So maybe they'll make a version of it for the TV series.
Hulu.
Yeah.
But I love this. I got to throw a shout out though to Helen's husband. If your wife goes crazy, definitely get a 20-year-old one right out of the gate.
Like, scene where when she comes in, when she breaks out of the hospital and comes there, and he just stares at her like a deer.
Yeah.
Like
that chick's painting the room pink and turns around and it's like, ah!
And then she's like, go ahead, call the hospital. Go ahead, call the hospital. If it was me, I'd be like, bitch, I don't know the hospital's number off the top of my head. It's nice.
I think we've all been in this situation where your wife breaks out of a mental institution and you're now with your new 20-year-old girlfriend.
Yeah, it's just
awkward.
standard practice.
Yeah,
just another day.
But I think it's great that guy is pulling 20-year-old tail. Hats off.
Oh, he's a professor.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I looked him up.
Yeah,
if you look him up, his last name is Culkin, and the only trivia that is in his bio is he's not related to Macaulay Culkin.
He was
perfect.
He was the stepdad in Terminator 2.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Not my mom, Todd.
All right, Todd. I'll be back later, Todd. But I love this. The score, fantastic. Like you guys, the shots, the wide shots of the city with the bees. Walmsley, you're talking about, fucking crazy cool.
Very cool.
Just great. All around 10 for me. I love this movie. It will always be right up there with my favorite horror films. And I'm with you. I've always considered this more of like a poltergeist type movie than a slasher. So
a hardcore ghost movie.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's it for me.
What's your score, Dave?
I mean, I agree with everyone else. I mean, this is what I really loved about this though is it takes a classic like campfire tale, like almost like Bloody Mary, and then really three-dimensionalizes all the characters. That's probably, I mean, that gives you the reason to be compelled by the people on screen, because like that's why it wouldn't be considered a slasher movie, because it's not it's the writing is just a little different, and the settings really everything just seemed dirty to me, and I really like that. And I like the contrast between it, and also a lot of the audio production on this was really good too. I mean, especially like Tony Todd's voice combined with Philip Glass, everything. It was, like I said earlier, lightning in a bottle. Like I feel like anyone else doing this film at that time,
I think
it wouldn't have worked.
I would listen to an album that was just Philip Glass with Tony Todd saying stuff over it. That for some reason it just works. Like he could say anything. He could read recipes. He could read the TV guide. It wouldn't matter.
Here's the next track.
Voice, that iconic voice.
It's just Helen for 5 minutes. Helen.
Don't say it 5 times, Randy. You're showing up here.
What I know about Philip Glass too. Philip Glass is a minimalist too, so he was very deliberate in what he was doing. I think that's what makes the movie great too, because there's nuance in a very traditional tale.
Yeah,
I agree.
I'm gonna give it. Just because I don't feel the same nostalgia, but it was good. 8.5, 8.5.
Oh, okay.
Man, it was almost a straight 10.
Almost a straight 10.
Yeah. No.
It's all right.
No making it rain 10.
We made it rain 10. So. It's definitely recommended.
That's cool, especially being a first timer seeing it and stuff. I mean, that movie ain't new.
Was there anything about this?
Yeah.
Was there anything about this that people hated about the movie?
Nothing.
No,
I don't think so.
Not even a single character got on my nerves. Like
my only. I'm sorry.
Bernadette, I didn't like for some reason. I think it might have been the. I think it might have been her costume, like her hat. I think I just rubbed me the wrong way. I don't know, man. Something about
there was one thing that bothered me. There was one thing that bothered me after I read it on IMDb, and it was when they're in the university, there's a bell that rings and they show lockers, and it's a university. That shit doesn't happen And,
Yeah.
you're not like, okay, well, I got to go
Yeah.
study hall. It's not
Between
like,
class.
That is
Oh,
true.
the bell already rang.
But I was a little my one thing that this is multiple viewings, but I always don't understand though is where does Bernadette go halfway through the movie? It's like they're really
Nice.
working together on this hardcore, and then they go to the Greens, and then it's like Helen's just figuring shit out all by herself for a long period.
What,
Does
what's
it-
the
And then
point?
Bernadette shows up at the end again. You know?
Well, they
yeah,
probably
when
have
she
a bit of a
goes-
rift after she wakes up with this headless dog and.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
There's probably a bit of a-
yeah.
yeah, that's
Okay.
true. But I mean,
Okay.
like even before that, she goes back again by herself,
Oh,
and
yeah.
and isn't really like taking any precautions or calling her afterwards and going, "Hey, you won't believe what I." They just kind of like leave her out until
She got
the
what she
pivotal moment.
deserved.
yeah. That's what it seems like. She was almost just set up for a kill.
Yeah,
You know.
but other than that, everything else I loved.
All
I
right.
really
Quit your
like
bitching, Ray.
I really like the performance of the baby's mom. Her name happens to be Vanessa Williams, but not that Vanessa Williams. Different Vanessa Williams. She was. I've seen her in other things like bit parts and stuff, but she really did good in this part. Like,
Yeah,
especially
she's
her
very
freak
believable.
out. Her
Yeah.
freak out was like that was real. I feel like she was in the zone for that. Like she nailed that part when she freaked out and went after him. And then that how she led the funeral procession.
Yeah.
The congregation was complete again, so they gave him Candyman's hook. Gave her Candyman's hook.
Yeah.
Great film. Move
good
on.
one.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Well, we're about to take a journey back into our RPG realm.
Let's do it.
Our murder
Let's
house.
look around more, guys. Let's look around more.
Okay.
Now that I know how to
Just
play.
before we act.
Yeah.
Knock
Everyone's
on
like
every
very
door.
oriented now, so let's try it.
I mean, at this
Least amount
point,
of
we
murder.
are the bad guys. We're going around
We
a
are
lake
the
and
bad
killing
guys.
everybody in every house, apparently. From here on out.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
We're
gonna
the
give you the.
slashers. It's
I'm
so
gonna give you
meta.
the.
Whole
I
lot
wrote-
of killing.
I wrote down
Yeah.
everybody's stats and everything, so I'll let you know where everybody's at. Jason has a leg wound from being stabbed by the little boy in your leg. So
Remember, that's why we killed the boy.
he's got 80. He's got 84 hit points, and he has a sledgehammer.
That kid was a punk.
Ray didn't get hit at all. He's got a flashlight, a camping knife, 12 feet of rope, some matches, and one warm beer.
Did you say he has a flashlight?
He has a flashlight.
If it wasn't
Let's
to
just
start
roll
with,
it
it would
You
be by the
constantly
end.
look over and he's fucking at you. Fine, we got shit to do.
Hold on, I'm increasing my hit
Boy, the
points.
flashlight.
It's the end of the world.
That's how we get our
More
hit
women.
points back.
Yeah.
That refractory period's really gonna kill us.
John has a flashlight, a hatchet, a Bic lighter, and a warm beer, and he has 99 hit points. Dave has one empty beer bottle because he drank it after he succeeded
Yeah.
in a battle, I
Had
believe.
to. Got to.
But he has acid burns all over his ass and 80 hit points.
Oh yeah.
So you know what happened. We were all there. You
Yeah.
guys killed a little boy and his grandpa.
Allegedly.
We killed
Yeah,
an
whoa.
little boy.
We were
and his
terrible
giant
murderers,
grandpa.
right?
Guns blazing.
No, they were creepy looking, and the kid did attack Jason, so they had it coming. In the
Let's
calm,
not justify it here. I mean,
in the calm of the moment, a record player skipping the same few seconds of an old gospel song over and over again begins to drive you all mad as you stare around at the gruesome scene you've created. You have a few moments to look around. The walls are decorated with hand-drawn images scrawled on notebook paper, newspaper clippings about some old mining accident, and grimy pornography is also taped to the nicotine-stained walls.
Jesus.
Oh wow.
the flashlight's
okay.
for.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is
Good.
There's a Foot Locker in the living room being used as a coffee table. A broken down couch and 2 lawn chairs sit on either side of an old black and white console TV connected to a VCR, and VHS tapes are just all over the room. Some of them, of course, are the pornography type.
Any big box horror?
No, unfortunately, most of them are just
director's cuts.
most of them are just loose tapes.
Okay.
There are 2 hallways that branch off of the living room. What do you want to do? Let's see who goes first. That's what we'll do. Okay.
Not me.
Uh,
You gave me too much information. I don't even know what's going on.
It looks like John goes first. What do you want to do?
Okay. When you say that music is driving us mad, like literally mad, or just like it's getting on our nerves?
Like, it's really annoying. It's hard to think.
Okay.
It's fairly loud.
all right.
When, within the tussle, it just is record skipping. So.
All right. Well, I want to stop that.
Okay, so what are you
Your
going
heads
to
to
do?
look around. I'm gonna walk over and pull up the needle.
Wow, very good. Let's see how you do.
All right.
You
So
succeed.
if I get a 20, if I get a 20, I'm just carrying the record.
You got a 20. You got a natural 20. So
sweet. We're no longer
You really
being
succeeded.
mad.
okay.
Let's look around, guys.
All right. Let me see here. You don't find anything really useful. Everything's fairly broken and trash in this room. What do you want to do next, Ray?
I'd like to walk over to the Foot Locker that they're using as a coffee table and open it up and see what's inside.
Okay.
Excellent.
All right. You open it up, and you find
It's more porn.
You
Yes.
find a first aid kit, a roll of duct tape, and a tackle box full of various lures.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I give any of these items to other? Do I have to wait until my next turn, or?
You can give them to people, put them.
All right. I'd like to give Jason the first aid kit to patch his leg up.
Yeah.
Yes. Ray. Points. Tell me how many points I got back.
Well,
I got to be back up to 100. I was only at 84.
Are you gonna make them like say I wrap my leg and all that shit, or can we just
No,
use it like Doom and you touch it and you get help?
we're not doing all that. I'm not getting
All
that
right, good.
intense.
All right.
Med kits are worth 15 points. I'm healed.
There
Wait, I
you
need
go.
16. I need 16 points.
You're up to 97.
97. All right.
Okay,
Thanks,
so
Yeah.
do you want to take the duct tape, or you want to give that to somebody?
Yeah, I'll give the duct tape to I forget
Dude,
who else is
give
playing
it
the
to
other guy.
Dave, and he can make
Dave,
Dave
yeah.
blood.
Dave
I'm
is
sorry for
Dave is
that.
playing Dave in this.
Scuba Dave, the
Don't you see the
broken bottle.
names? Can't you see people's names, right?
I can't see Dave because he's on the other screen. I'm sorry, Dave.
Oh, okay.
But I'm gonna give you the duct tape so you have something else as well.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
And then I'm keeping the rest of the stuff. Sorry, guys.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Screw
John, you have a ton of stuff, John. So
I do. I'm good.
yeah.
I know,
winning.
I'm not wanting for
He's
anything.
winning.
Yeah, who dies with the most stuff is the winner in this game.
Right?
Whoever's a hoarder,
Yeah. Can you imagine this? The murderer's like, he's got all this shit. Is he just going through houses?
I ain't got a kill for a week.
Yeah.
Holy
What's
on
shit.
some duct tape and a fleshlight. My God,
Yeah.
Animal.
this guy's a sick fuck.
Well, as you guys are
Oh, shit.
discussing your next move, just so happens that a bag-headed mutant bursts through the front
You
window.
don't say.
Yeah, a bag-headed mutant just so happened to roll right on that number that he needed to hit, and he busts through the fucking window. So,
Oh my
random
God.
encounter happens. What do you say,
It's Dave's turn.
Dave?
All right. Well,
You have an empty beer bottle in your hand, and what else did you have? I can't remember. Duct tape.
He's got
Let's figure it out.
Can I smash the beer bottle over the footlocker so I have like a
Sure.
weapon?
Sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
Let
Yeah.
me see how you do.
So
with
I'm
that.
gonna go ahead and do that.
Okay. Well, it doesn't break. So,
Ah.
I don't know what to tell you there. You want to try it?
Yeah, I
again?
don't know what to do.
Go ahead and give it another shot. I'll give you another shot here.
All right. So what
It
do
broke.
we,
It broke
two-
that time. You hit it twice.
Okay. Great. I'm
I'm
perfect.
making this shit work.
You know, you would try it again. I think. You,
Yeah.
you wouldn't
Give it
just
a couple
hit it
taps.
once.
Okay. I take the I try to attack the bag-headed goblin.
All right. Oh, you really hit him good. Right in the
Yeah.
eye.
Oh,
Right in
nice.
the eyeball.
Yeah. Fuck that guy.
He gets hit for 30 hit points.
Yep.
But he's not dead. He's not dead.
All
Okay.
right.
Jason.
I take my sledgehammer and I bash his skull in.
That's tempting. Let's see how it works out.
I
Ooh,
love how many blunt weapons we have. Just like
Well-
makeshift.
you didn't hit him. You missed.
Christ.
But, you know, the good thing is he didn't hit you either. He comes at you and he falls on the floor.
Oh shit.
Okay.
John,
What are my weapons?
you have
You
a
have an
flashlight,
axe.
a hatchet, a Bic lighter, and a warm beer.
I hatchet him in the head.
And you hit him. Let's see how much. Oh, not a lot. Not a lot.
Oh, Jason, give me the sledge. Toss the sledge to somebody so they can
He's
just
at 2 hit.
do a melon on it.
2 points?
He got
2
hit.
points,
He hit him
huh?
by 2. He
The
grazed
axe
him. Grazed him.
Jeez.
Is this fucking thing still alive? Is that?
Yeah, it's got quite
Yeah.
a few hit points left. He's a big guy.
He broke a nail though.
He doesn't have a weapon though, and he seems fairly stupid. He can't even get off the floor.
Okay.
I think he messed himself up. He like confused himself when he busted through the window. So, but what do you say, Ray?
I tie him up with the rope.
Oh,
There you go.
all right. Let's see how this works out for you.
Now we can kill him.
Okay.
Right.
He's a little too strong.
Fuck that.
And now you're wrestling with him on the ground.
Oh,
You guys might want to consider teaming up against this guy in some way.
They're not wrestling. That ain't wrestling.
Stop fucking me, bad guy. Somebody save my virginity, please.
The good thing is he doesn't seem that apt at attacking you, so he just hits you by 3 hit points by punching you in the side.
Okay.
We're on to Dave.
All right. Can I hog tie him with the duct tape?
I mean, if you think you can if you can think you're strong enough, Ray's dealing with him, so.
What do you think, Ray?
I think there's a good shot if I'm wrestling with him. You could get his legs tied
Yeah, we
together.
could, or we could just both have sex with him. It's your call.
I say we take that mask
We
off.
could try it. I mean,
Yeah. All right. Well,
duct tape.
you guys succeed in tying him up. He
Now we
is
can.
on the ground.
Yes.
What do you
Now
got?
I take my sledgehammer
Oh.
and I bash his skull in.
Okay.
overkill.
All right.
I missed, right?
No, you did it, man. You
All right. I killed
did
it.
it. So
All right.
now, what are you gonna do now? You got 3 dead bodies.
Yeah. I feel like we should have talked to him. The guy
I know,
tied
we
up
got
and should have
to-
like,
No, he
Interrogate
busted
again.
through. Didn't he bust
Hey.
through? Still talk
He
to
busts
things
through
that
the
bust
wall
through,
like
you
Jason
kill him.
Voorhees on your ass.
Yeah,
All
fuck that,
right.
you kill him.
Yeah.
We search him
It's
for
John's turn.
"Yep, John."
loot. Search him for loot,
Searching for loot.
keys and whatnot. He got a key. Search his
No,
butt too.
no, he doesn't have a key. He's just
Ah.
he's got a bunch of shells and some coins. I don't know what he was collecting. Rocks. He's got junk in his
He's got
pockets.
shells in his
Yeah, he's got like
I
bottle
like
caps,
this.
like whatever he could find. He seems like he might have been a dumb guy. I don't know.
Give me the coins, though.
Yeah.
Victor Crawley, that sounds like.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see how many coins you get from him. I don't know what good coins you're gonna do. You get 8 coins.
John, keep only the silver.
Throw the pennies away. Okay. We'll say you got 8 quarters. He had quarters because he only wants the quarters.
A big ass mutant. You only had 8 quarters.
8 quarters.
He's dumb.
It's $2. Yeah.
I want my $2.
Okay. All right. You have the 2 hallways. There's nothing much else you can do in this room, like searching wise. You've kind of, exhausted all those options. Or you can head out. You can head out the door that you came in, or through the hole in the wall. Either way.
Oh no, we're through the looking glass here, people. Let's fucking move on. We are checking every room in this house.
Okay.
This is our house now.
Yeah.
We've paid it. We've paid for it in blood. Other people's blood. This is our property now.
It appears that that one hallway leads to a bathroom and stairwell leading to a second floor, while the other hallway leads into what appears to be a kitchen.
Oh, what are they doing in the kitchen?
Whose turn is it?
In the pots.
Yeah, is it mine or John's?
No, I searched the dude.
Yeah, you
now
guys should probably discuss if you want to move on as a
on.
group or if you want to break up.
Yeah, do we want to go 2 and 2? Like 2 of us go in the kitchen and 2 of us go towards the bathroom?
Are you
We
Scooby
can
doing it?
do it. Yeah.
Yeah, why not? Let's split up. That always works out.
So who goes with who?
We can murder twice as many people this way.
Oh, I'm taking Ray with me.
I was gonna say,
All right,
I was
Dave,
saying,
Okay.
Dave, me and you, homie. Me and you, we're
All
going
right.
to go to the kitchen.
Okay.
All right,
So-
sounds
See
good.
what's cooking.
You're going towards the bathroom and the stairway
the
up
upstairs. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, you head down the hallway. You're at the bathroom door. Do you want to open it or do you want to head upstairs?
What do you think, Jason?
I don't like stairs.
All right. Let's open the bathroom door up, Frank.
All right. A cracked mirror hangs bleakly on a wall above a sink, stained orange from years of hard water damage. The cabinets below the sink are ajar and smeared with a black tar-like substance. The toilet is swarmed with flies and mounds of excrement due to a lack of running water. The mildewed shower seems stark and sad without a shower head or even a curtain of any sort. You wonder how humans could live like this.
Ooh, we got a nice jigsaw turlet.
And do you want to do anything while you're in there? You want to?
It's got to be a medicine cabinet. There's got to be something to see.
Yeah.
right?
Let me look in the cabinets, Frank.
Okay. Nothing in there but some like Q-tips, cotton balls.
They didn't have Q-tips in cotton balls.
That's all you see. That's all you see. Somebody put them in there. Maybe it's a trap.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
coast is clear. Bathroom clear.
All
right.
Tell you what, we'll return to you guys in a second, John and Dave. What are you gonna do? You're
What
going.
do you think, John? We're in the kitchen.
You're in the, well, I'll
Something
tell you what happens here because I wrote it down.
Okay.
You walk down a narrow hallway that boasts some of the most disturbing family photos you've ever seen. Young children being taught to carve the flesh of humans, preparing it like a gourmet meal. The kitchen itself is unusually clean, sterile, and pristine. You'd think that the kitchen, it was the kitchen of a top-flight chef. Stainless steel countertops, the room smells clean, sort of like a hospital. The lighting is surreal, soft fluorescence. There are 2 fridges, a few cutting boards, and rows of what appear to be cookbooks.
Is there a knife block?
We got a human centipede situation here.
Is there a knife block in there?
You don't see any.
I mean, Dave, we got to search those drawers. You need a weapon. You need a
We
proper
gotta check the
weapon.
fridge or something, man.
What?
You check the fridge. If this guy's a cannibal, I want to find out about it.
Oh, you also see.
We already know.
There's also a door that appears to lead to the outside. So.
Okay, it's another exit. Okay.
Okay,
That's
so
always good.
what's?
Oh, it's your turn anyways, Dave.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
If you want to check the fridge, you check the fridge. It's cool.
Let's check the drawers. Let's meander around that kitchen. I want to know more about it.
Yeah, Dave needs a weapon. And of course it's pristine. That's where they do all the human carving. They got to keep that shit clean.
Yeah, I got all kinds of fucking notes for this, so.
Sweet.
Because God knows where we're going to go with it.
Yeah, I had to prepare.
It's like, you killed the kid. I got to change this shit up.
You find 2 sticks of dynamite.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
In the kitchen?
Now we're in business, man.
Yeah, Dave. There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why it's there.
All right.
Nothing much else aside from like forks and spoons, butter knives. You don't see any major cutlery.
Standard kitchen.
Yeah.
Not even a stick knife?
What do you think, John?
No,
Jugular cut with that.
No, you don't see anything like that.
Take a butter knife and carve it up. Sharpen it. You got 5 hours. Sharpen that thing down.
There is a closet next to the sink and 2 cabinets. So.
Okay.
Okay.
Is
it still my turn?
We search those, or we did search those?
You haven't searched them, but they're there. I forgot to tell you that they were included.
Oh, okay.
Like a broom closet.
Let's check and see what's in that closet.
All right. You find a shotgun and
all right.
6 shotgun shells. You also
find there you go, Dave.
Gasoline, a backpack, and various household items.
So fucking mother load.
All right.
Yeah.
What is this, level 2 of Resident Evil 1, huh?
Yeah.
I severed my own hand and then duct taped the chainsaw to my hand.
There you go.
Is it still me?
I'd say it's moving on to Jason.
Yeah.
Jason and Ray.
Let's go upstairs.
All right.
Hang on here. Let me make sure.
Well, geez, Jason, that was super. That was very aggressive.
Why do you think I wanted you to come with me?
Let's go upstairs, boy.
Okay. All right, here we go. A narrow hallway is lit by a single stark light bulb illuminating 3 heavy wooden bedroom doors. 2 doors are on the left and 1 is on the right.
Well, I'm going to open the first door, whichever one's closest, either the one on the left or the one on the right.
Okay. All right, it's a completely empty room with a pentagram painted on with blood on the floor.
That's good.
Candles are lit at the 5 points of the star, and you see something shimmering in the center of the altar.
Nice. That's always good. Always good.
Yeah.
Treasure.
So, what are you guys gonna do with this information?
I don't know about you, Jason, but I'd shut that door.
You have to jerk off on the sigil.
You don't want to go in? You know
I'm just saying.
What a shiny object is?
Shit happens in the pentagrams, man, that you can't get back
Are we
from.
allowed to just shut
It's
the
a
door
sigil.
and move on?
If you want to.
I would. I'd like to shut that door and move on to another one.
Okay. All right. Do you want to go with that? That door was the first door on the left. Do you want to go with the other door on the left, or the one that's on the right?
No, whichever one's closest.
They're right across from each other.
Okay. Let's go with the one on the right.
Okay. I like how I've got like a whole house built in my head here. A dark room appearing to be a study of a taxidermist. The light from the hallway casts enough light to illuminate several stuffed dogs and a few mountain lions. It appears to be a workshop of some sort for a hobbyist, but it's too dark to glean any more at this time. What do you want to do?
Does this house have power? Can I check the lights?
You can check the lights.
All right. Check the lights. Hit the lights.
All right.
I've been assuming we have power.
You turn the light on. A monstrosity is dragging itself across the floor towards you. It appears to be a fox's head snapping and snarling, but sewn gruesomely to the broken bodies of 2 partial chickens.
Oh God! Oh God, no!
I had fun writing that one.
Yeah.
So whose turn
The
is
old
it?
chicken wolves.
I lost track.
It's
Well,
John.
Jason just went.
Yeah, it'd be
so then
John's turn.
that'd be-
Yeah.
Should
All
we
right.
go back to them in the middle of this, or do you want?
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
I mean, I think we need to
Cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Like
I'm
if
about
this
to
had,
make a sandwich.
would would you yell to them to see? Like that's what. I mean, do you need them?
Well, it's kind of like we're in shock right now. So then you would cut. If this was a movie, you would
Oh, we're
cut to
cutting?
to the other people.
Yeah,
Okay.
to the B story. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
While me and John are getting lunch down in the kitchen.
Okay.
All right. Is there anything else to do in the kitchen, Frank? Or if we Dave got the shotgun and all that stuff?
I mean, the only thing that you haven't checked out is the bookshelf, and there's the door to the outside. So you don't know what's going on upstairs. You have no idea.
All right, Dave. Here's how I'm feeling. I don't want to leave yet.
No.
There's this.
You would just leave us
stuff to
behind?
explore.
They don't know what's
Fuck
going
no.
on with you. They have no idea.
That don't matter
No.
if they don't need to know what's going on.
No.
We could be upstairs
I said we're not.
humping.
Wolf of Wall Street. I'm not fucking leaving. I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving you. So the back door is out. We'll address that when we have to.
Or is it?
Who
We'll
knows?
see how this all turns out. I want to go upstairs. I want
Okay.
to see what's going on upstairs. Like we checked it. Obviously something's
Yeah,
fucked
come on.
up.
Come on up.
Yeah, let's see what's happening upstairs. I want to go
We
upstairs.
need help.
Bring your shotgun.
Yeah, dude, fuck
Yes.
it.
We'll bring the shotgun.
Sledge it.
Bring all your cool stuff. You
That little
got.
beast,
Yeah.
you could just sledge it. That wouldn't be bad. That wouldn't be hard.
Yeah.
Just sledge it out.
I didn't get a chance to.
Or
but,
Jason, yeah.
Frank told me that we're moving on.
Well, I didn't know which way to go. This is the first time doing this, so all right, let's go back to Jason and Ray. It's going to take a minute for John.
Right, I'm up there. I see them.
Yeah, it's going to take a minute. What are you guys going to do now that this monster's coming at you?
Well, I mean, I guess since it's my turn, I've got a knife, right?
Right. Is that what you have?
Yeah.
Let me see. I should figure out a better way to do these notes because I have to keep going back and forth.
Doing the stealth.
You have a camping knife. You have, well, you don't have the rope anymore unless you grabbed
Nope.
it. You grabbed it whenever after you tied that guy up.
Left that down there.
So, yeah, you have a camping knife and matches.
I guess I try to stab the fox chicken with the knife.
Oh, you hit it, man. You hit it. And you hit it for 9 hit points. Right in the fucking chicken breast.
Right in the Travis Scott meal.
Oh man, the way you said that dramatically got close.
Right in the chicken
That was
breast.
good.
I had to think of what the thing looked like for a second.
All right, so it's not dead though, huh?
No, not yet.
And it's not my turn anymore.
Nope, it's Dave's.
Okay.
'Cause
So
they just run into the room. They're like, "What the fuck?"
so we're upstairs.
Do
Who
you
said they
want
had
to waste
matches?
a shell on that?
Ray has.
Well,
Don't waste those. Don't waste
Do I want to
Yeah.
hit him with the dynamite? Is the question.
No.
No, keep the dynamite.
No.
No.
You'll kill us
Dynamite.
all.
That's big stuff. And you don't
All
die.
right, all right.
No.
Do I want to waste? I want to waste the shotgun shell then.
No. Smack it with beat it with use the shotgun as a club or something.
Okay.
How many hits? Do
Can
we know
I
how
pistol
many-
whip that animal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I take the butt of my Mossberg shotgun and slam his head into it.
There you go.
That's a
Alright.
big,
Rambo
that's a big
style.
time.
You
That's
hit
a
it.
big time.
Gotta save that ammo.
You hit it for 17 hit points. So it's,
Alright,
a, little,
nice.
it's a little
A
dizzy.
knife didn't do that.
It's a little dizzy.
How fortified are these monsters
Yeah,
is
this
this
is
house?
a heck of a
Yeah.
Tough little monster.
Yeah.
This thing's I don't know. It's pretty big. I mean, it's undead also. So I don't know. I assigned.
Taxidermy
I'll
hybrid.
be if you want to know the hit points, it had 60 hit points, and now it has. Oop. Oh shit! I gotta do that. Hold on.
60 minus 17 and 9. Right, Ray? You did 9 too?
He hit it by 7. He hit it by 17. Or
No, Dave
9.
just did it by 17.
Yeah, I did 9.
It was at 51. 51 minus 17, boys, hit it.
I ain't trying it.
51 minus 17.
34? No, 36.
44?
We're all fucking stupid.
Dude, yeah, no, this is bad.
Why'd you make it so high, Frank?
Here, can
60
I
isn't high when you're.
But you
can I
step
just
on
finish it off with a sledgehammer so we don't have to do math? It's my turn, right?
That takes away all the
Sledgehammer.
gameplay. I mean, then we're just playing pretend.
Oh, okay.
Oh, all right.
Then we're just playing pretend. We can't do that.
No, I'm saying, wouldn't my sledgehammer be enough to kill it all?
You gotta keep the
right?
integrity of the grain.
If you can hit it, you know. What was the numbers we were working with here? 51.
It was
Jesus
17
17.
and 9.
It's 34. I think Dave had it right.
Yeah,
Okay.
34. Put it at 34.
34,
Oh,
we're
God.
good.
Okay. Now, who's up?
Jason.
Jason wants to sledge it.
And he hits it, and it's 4 points.
No, he hits it.
Dead on, and it's 4
He hits it for 11.
Oh, okay.
Well, hey,
Do you want to play a game or do you want to just
No.
tell stories? I don't know. There has to be fucking rules. And then a guy comes in with a chainsaw, kills everything.
A pistol whip, you have more damage than a sledgehammer.
But the game, it's a game of like, oh, he fucking didn't hit it directly, or there was.
Yeah, it's
You
a
know.
dice.
Oh, okay.
He was off center.
This is all based on dice rolls. I'm not making it up and pulling it out of my ass. It's
All right.
it's sitting pretty at 23 hit points, and I mean, if we were playing real D&D, there would be a lot of dumb shit that would piss you off. You quit.
Oh,
You'd
yeah.
be like,
Yeah.
and then,
Oh, yeah.
there'd be so many shit that
Yeah, you gotta look at your stats too.
Yeah.
Or I'd love it.
And keep track of your stats.
Yeah, like I keep rolling to see, how they're like this thing isn't able to attack you because it keeps missing its rolls. So, you're just beating the
Oh,
shit out of
really?
it anyway. Yeah, I mean,
Oh, wow.
yeah, I've set rules. So,
Cool.
but
All right.
whose turn is it?
John's, right?
It's my turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
All right.
okay.
Hatchet. I want to hatchet it right on where the head meets the body.
All right, you hit it.
Wait, let me set it real quick. John squares his feet tightly to the ground and swings the hatchet down right in the middle of its head.
Yeah.
There you go, John.
There it is.
And he hits it for shit.
2 points.
No, it was. I lost my screen. Okay. Not it hits it for 19. But he rolled like a 20 on his attack roll, so I'm gonna give him a little bonus on that. Hit it by 25.
All right.
You don't normally get a natural 20 like that. So, what are we doing? I keep pulling up my fucking Candyman notes.
So it should be dead then by now.
Yeah, it's dead.
Yeah, it's
No, it's not dead yet. It had 34
So minus 11.
minus 25. Or no, wait. It was at
30,
23.
30,
It was at 23. I didn't write
yeah,
it.
it was a 23.
Yeah.
It's dead, yeah. You guys
All
are
right.
Yeah.
There you go.
Woo! Da, 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 da.
Finally.
That thing sucks.
Yeah,
Okay.
fucking Dr. Moreau over here.
Yeah, really.
All right. Well, I think we're going to end the game for this time.
Oh.
With you. I mean, you
Alright.
guys did a lot of action there. There was a lot of
We
stuff.
did. We did do a lot of action.
Yeah, I'm wore out.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm,
Yeah, that's
I'm
true.
excited to see where we go next time.
And honestly, we've come to a point once again. Like I think the way I'm going to gauge when that game ends is when my notes start to be like real confusing, and I'm like trying to delete stuff that's happened already, and like
So like next month.
yeah, I gotta write. I gotta write more
This
now.
is a
So
trilogy.
it's a lot of,
And I mean, the math is really going to trip us up too.
oh no,
so.
I wasn't saying trilogy. I mean, this game can go on forever. So
Oh yeah, I know, right?
I just gotta write more. So. Anyways, are we doing trivia this time, Jason? Do you have trivia?
We are doing trivia.
Hey,
We're doing
alright.
Candyman trivia.
Candyman.
Oh, shit.
All right. Here we go. You know how it goes. To call forth Candyman, you must say his name how many times?
5.
Frank. Candyman is based on a short story called The Forbidden, written by which horror
Clive
writer?
Barker.
That's Ray. What is the cause of Candyman's death?
Mob.
They cut his hand off, and then they covered him in honeycomb and
Yeah.
with the bees.
Yeah, like how
kills
much
him.
of an answer
Oh,
do you
yeah,
want
yeah.
here?
They just immersed him with bees.
The
Yeah, cut
answer
off
is
his hand and
stung
his
to
bees.
death by bees.
Okay,
Nice.
sweet.
I don't know. I don't know who got that one then.
I think John
I
did.
did. I said
Yeah.
Okay. What does Candyman have instead of a right hand?
A
bees.
hook.
A hook.
I don't know who it was.
That was me.
All right. Which actress plays Helen Lyle?
Virginia
Madsen.
Madsen.
Damn it.
Man, John.
I think we've said her name 5 times, by the way. So,
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll know her by now.
How does Candyman enter Helen's apartment?
Through the bathroom vanity mirror.
That's right.
Yep, bathroom mirror. Helen has decided to write a thesis on which subject?
Urban Legends.
Fuck. Shouldn't have been vaping at that time.
Yeah, I know, right?
Helen is accused of murdering whom?
A
So
baby.
many
Bernadette.
people. Wasn't
What?
it a couple? No, I guess it was
I
a dog
think-
and
I
a
think-
person. Bernadette.
I think John said it.
What?
Bernadette.
Bernadette.
Bernadette. Yeah.
Bernadette was the only one that only body
Oh.
they found.
Yeah, dude, she was bloody,
Only a
man.
dog.
Shut up, John.
Bonus worth 5 points. Bernadette what? What's her last name?
Peters.
Oh, God.
The actress.
Bernadette.
Peters.
I have
William?
no idea.
No, that's no.
Walsh.
Yeah, that's right.
Wow.
Okay, 2 more left. Candyman spawned a series of sequels, but what is the name of the second film?
Farewell to the Flesh.
Fuck.
They won it. Last question worth 100 points. Which actor plays Candyman?
Tony
Todd.
Todd.
Tony Todd.
Todd.
I think that was John.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I'm not going to be able to do the points thing this time because they're all so close. That's me giving myself a break on work. I'm going to kill this
Right on.
fucking cat. Kill it.
Kill a cat.
Kill a cat. All right. Well, I guess we're into the
Show and tell.
show and tells. Who's
Oh,
going
I've got
first?
some cool shit. Can I do it?
Yeah,
Can I be
go
first?
ahead. Yeah, sure. Let me.
Yeah.
I had an envelope
Oh,
come today from London, 1888.
I got the. I don't know
Ooh, quick
Yeah.
what I'm
thought.
wearing.
I
Shout
got-
out.
Oh, dope.
I got my thing hat.
Oh yeah,
Very
that
cool.
thing is awesome.
Very, very
I've seen
excited.
that.
Very excited to wear that. And then I also got to wear to work all next month because I have to wear a mask in my office. This sweet
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, that thing.
shining mask.
he's got some really cool masks.
How's it
Did you
feel?
get that from Rob
Put it on,
Sheridan?
how's it feel?
Put that bat down, Wendy. I can't wait.
That came from London.
I'm curious
London
how.
1882.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Something.
It's silk
Hold
screen,
on,
man.
you
It's
gotta try it
real.
on.
Oh yeah, it's really
Oh,
nice,
Yeah, try
man.
it on. See how it feels.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
Mask comfort is key. It's like, How's it feel?
I love it.
Why don't
It
you,
feels
Right.
great.
hey man, why don't you take that damn thing off and fucking
Yeah.
get your shit together? You know
You're
it's
not
all damn,
protecting.
it's a
You're not
fucking
protecting
lie.
nobody.
Put those
You know,
microchips in us.
fucking government.
But that's what I got. I was really excited when I got
Cool.
home. So,
An unboxing, a live unboxing. Very
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, live.
thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, who's up next? Who's next?
I'll go. I
I'll
got
go.
mine right here.
Okay.
Oh, here
Cool.
we go.
My wife picked it up for me. Little Friday the 13th snow globe.
Ah, does
Sweet.
Oh,
that,
cool.
does that play the
It,
theme?
no, it lights up.
Oh, I saw Mark Harp had one of those. He must have put the music on the video or something.
It says Jason lives on the back.
Nice.
cool.
Nice.
Nice.
Yep.
Classic. All right, who's up next, guys? John?
Yeah, I'll go. So I have here a life cast of Christopher Lee.
What?
Oh, that's dope.
A
How the
life
fuck
cast.
do you have that?
So like my dad, like years and years and years and years and years ago, was at like a flea market, and this dude just had like a bunch of these. Like
Wow,
he got a hold of one, made a mold, and then reproduced them.
that's crazy. So you
Yeah.
can make your own Christopher Lee mask? Is that what you is that?
Yeah.
I guess. Well, no, not a whole mask.
You
just
guess you'd
like,
have to make your own mold.
You can make your own Christopher
I'm not-
Lee.
Yeah, this is my yeah.
We need him back.
Bionic Christopher Lee. I just hang it on my wall in my office. I
Oh,
love
yeah.
that. I love that.
That's
thing.
really cool, man.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Right on. All right. Well, Dave, you got something?
Yeah, I in the spirit of our absolutely insane murderous RPG, I wanted to plug Until Dawn. It's a PlayStation 4 exclusive that came out in like 2016. It is a cabin in the woods horror game that is kind of like Resident Evil, but there are like almost RPG flowcharts, like the way we play. And Rami Malek and Hayden Panettiere are the leads.
Awesome.
So,
Nice.
I love that
I
game.
played
It's
it.
a rad game,
I
really
played
rad
it.
game.
It's
was
got
really
like
cool.
8 endings, man. I
Yeah,
loved
it does.
it.
Well, it's a frustrating game to play at first because you just keep dying or getting murdered.
Yeah.
Yeah, it took me a couple times around, but like it's an interesting, just different from you would typically play a game. But yeah,
Yeah, it's like almost like a board game come to life.
yeah.
Yeah.
You're really just choosing decisions.
Mhm.
Kind of like that I just got a game Calling a Cthulhu I downloaded from PlayStation.
Oh, Call of
cool.
Cthulhu. Yeah, that's a fun
Yeah.
one too, man.
Yeah, it just looked really good, you know what I mean? But it was basically point and click stuff.
Yeah, it's a lot like Myst, if you guys are familiar with
Oh
that.
yeah, it Return to
Yeah.
Dork.
Yeah.
That kind of shit. Yeah.
Exactly. But
That's
it's
pretty,
the
Dave.
story's amazing and the graphics are really good and it is satisfying. I played it all the way
Uh-huh.
through. So the
Yeah,
ending
it's
is really
really
good
cool.
too.
There's so
Yeah.
many people that have tried to make a Lovecraft game and kind of keep with the lore at all, and I think that one definitely does it.
Mhm.
Yeah, for sure.
Wow.
Very much.
All right. Well, I've got the Puppet Master, the best Puppet Master movie.
The Littlest Reich.
I just got this.
Oh my
I mean,
God.
it bothers me so
Yeah.
much. See how wrinkly that plastic is? Oh,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But
So that's 4K?
it's got both 4K and a Blu-ray in it.
Oh, okay.
I don't have a 4K. My eyes are not good enough to appreciate that.
Right? Mine either. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my favorite Puppet Master. I hope they make like a sequel to it or something because
Yeah, that movie was sweet.
it's so good. Yeah. Anyways, that is the episode, guys. Does anybody else have anything to talk about? No.
Nope.
Does
everyone-
anyone want to talk about the reboot of Candyman that's coming out?
Oh yeah,
Looking
the
forward to
trailer
it.
looks
Yeah.
amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
That thing
So
it was shelved.
Jordan Peele's producing.
recently.
He got a female filmmaker working on it. I forget her name; it escapes me. I don't think she's made too much prior, but it seems like more of a soft reboot than a full-on sequel. So
Yeah.
that'll be interesting.
Yeah. It's the first.
It got delayed. It was supposed to come out last year. I feel like it's going to get delayed. till next.
Spiritual prequel is what they're calling it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the only Jordan Peele movie I've ever wanted to see. So,
Oh wow.
yeah,
I feel that.
I didn't really care about the other ones. I mean, I'm sure I'll watch them.
Us was so cool.
I liked Us a lot.
Us was really cool.
Yep.
It was
I wasn't really
stylish as hell.
I wasn't really
Fun.
like, oh man, I can't wait to see Get Out. And then I heard good things and I liked it, but I didn't think it was the most superior film to come out in that genre ever or anything.
Right.
It's just when I see trailers like for those movies and like a lot of trailers and stuff, I'm like, how do people decide what to watch? Because most of the time I'm like going through, I'm like, nope, don't care, don't give a fuck, don't give like it takes a lot to get me to click on something.
It really does, yeah.
Normally it's like I don't have to have. There has to be some weird thing about the story that I'm like. Whenever I went to watch that, what was that fucking movie that was about the fucking suburbs? They were stuck there. Jesse Eisenberg.
Oh, Vivarium.
When I didn't even finish the trailer. It was halfway through the trailer. And I was like, I want to watch that, and I turned it off because I didn't want anything to ruin it for me. But like, I don't know what it was about that made me want to watch it. I was like, that just seems fucking weird. Like,
this is what you're into.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's your deal. You either want to see something or you don't.
Yeah,
that's a great movie to go in blind too.
Yeah, I like to do that anyways because I think anymore they put so much candy in the trailers that it's like, yeah.
There's no mystery left into the movie.
Right.
Sort of like that. Well, we've got movies for coming up on the regular show for next month. Sleepaway Camp 2 is Jason's pick. My pick is Wishmaster 2. John picked Phantasm, and the poll pick is Babysitter 2 Killer Queen. That trailer gives away too much, I think. Yeah. It's like 2 minutes long or something.
I actually watched it. It was I dug it. It was fun.
Yeah.
But
I agree. Since we've seen it, John, the trailer shows everything. I mean, am I wrong on that?
No, it's just modern marketing now.
I don't think there's a twist in that's not in the trailer.
It's fun though.
They kept going, but wait, here's another thing. Yeah. You know, like it's not just what you think it is, it's a supernatural thing also, and then this is happening. And yeah, I don't know.
Fuck it, let's just do it now.
I haven't watched it yet, so I've been saving it for that. I was gonna watch it when it came out, but I figured I'm gonna have to watch it again because I was gonna pick it, and I don't know. The poll did it for me, so
okay.
Yeah, and unless that changed, because it got.
I thought the Unholy was the lead.
Unless somebody,
I think it was 7-6 last time I looked. So
yeah. It's become a real competition of sorts. Yeah,
I love The Unholy. That movie's so fun.
I don't think I've ever seen that one either.
Speaking of Phantasm, though, I haven't. I have the remastered Blu-ray. I haven't got around to watching that yet.
Oh,
so I'm looking forward to seeing that for the first time.
Oh yeah! Before we go,
I saw that on the big screen. It was so cool.
Before we get out of here, we're gonna take it back to the RPG for a second because I spent time.
Oh shit!
I spent time drawing out a little map, just so you have an idea of the area that you were in. Let me see here.
I want send this to my email. I want to see this.
This
is cool.
Yeah, see, this is to the woods. You see, and you got your camp here. You guys took this path. You went up here, and then you went over to the house. So this is what the whole thing's looking like here, just so you have an idea.
Okay.
So,
yeah,
so it's the only house there. Okay,
real basic.
But, very Nintendo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very basic. I felt like in my head everything like I almost took it to the next step and drew the inside of the house, but then I was like, nah, this took too long, and it's not even that good. So, anyways, that's the show, guys. So
Sweet.
Thanks for doing this again, and hopefully you can all make it again next month to finish this. Well, not finish it. I mean, I'm sure it won't end. Unless you fucking do the exact thing that I had planned. But we'll see.
We got to go for the ultra ending.
anyways, thanks for listening, guys. We'll see you next time.
Thanks, guys.
Bye, guys.
See you next time.